Namaste, good morning, and welcome to your online class. Well, my dear friend, I hope you might be enjoying your class, but at the same time, you have to be very careful regarding your studies, because we are trying our level best. Every day online teaching video is uploaded and it is shared on your WhatsApp group as well. It's my request to everybody to please watch those video and make our effort fruitful, because all these things are done for you, and if you are not utilizing the resource that we are using, it will be very sorry for you. So it's my request from all my students, friends and children, please make it a point and read carefully. On yesterday, the first stanza of the poem Fire and Ice has been discussed. Today I am going to discuss second stanza. Though the poem is only written in two stanzas, but here you see the two stanzas that the poet has discussed. Yesterday we have read that how the poet Robert Frost in stanza number 1 was agree. He seems to agree with those people who are in opinion that if the world is going to perish, if the world is going to die, if the world is going to come to an end, for sure it is going to end due to our desire. He held, the poet seems to agree. What he says, I hold with. So when he says I hold with, it means the poet seems to agree with those people who are in opinion that if the world is going to come to an end, it is going to come to an end due to our desire, due to our hate, due to our what? Desire, anger and possession, the worldly possessions. Now, what he says, that I agree with those who say that the world will consume by fire. The poet agrees. In first stanza, the poet seems to agree that if the world is going to consume, it is going to consume in the fire that is desire. Fire that is desire. Our infinite desires will be responsible to put an end to our beautiful life. So dear friend, please check your desire. Please check your desire, because enough of your desire may lead us to our catastrophic end that is the end of the world. Now come to the second stanza. Come to the second stanza. Please see the second stanza. Please take out. Second stanza. The second stanza. That is, but if, here you see, second stanza, I note it down, second stanza, but if it had, but if it had to perish, but if it had to perish twice. Here the look at. But if it is what? The world. The world. Perish means what? Die. Perish means die. Here you see. But if the world had to die twice, if the world is not going to consumed by fire and it has to die twice, perish means die, and if it had to die twice means two time, if the world has to be consumed twice, perish means twice, I think, here it is very clear, but if is what condition, it is the world had to perish, if the world had to die twice, twice means two time, then what is the next line he says? If the world has to die twice, I think, I know enough of hate. Here you see, in the very first line, the poet further hits upon the very fact that if the world is going to consume twice, if the world is going to die twice, then what he said, I think I know. Here it is very clear. The poet wants to say that he knows that there is enough of hate. The world is full of hate. The world is full of jealousy. The world is full of callousness, rigidity, insensitivity, intolerance. So these are all the things that will let the door open to consume the world. Here the meaning is very simple, my dear friends. The poet says that if the world is going to be consumed twice, it will die due to our what? Hate. Due to jealousy, due to intolerance. We are so much full of hate. And you know, once you start hating, hate is not natural, my dear friend. Love is natural. We learn to hate how the society or the culture or the leader or the any person, whoever guided you to hate? Because you see, we are born with love. We are born with human qualities. That is love, that is sympathy, but we are not born with hate. We learn to hate, or we are taught to hate. Here you see the line of Thomas Gray, what he says in his poem Retreat, that happy those early days when we shines in our ancient infancy. Gradually our society taught us to und. Here you see, when we were child, we were like an angel, but gradually as we grow up, our society has taught us to und. To und means what? To give, to hate. To hate. We learn to hate. We are taught to hate. Because it is not natural. Hate is not natural. It is worldly thing. Whereas love is spiritual. So, here the very philosophy that the poet wants to hit upon, that there is enough of hate. I know enough. Enough is what? Enough is what? Uncountable. That means there is sufficient. Enough of sufficient. Enough of enough means there is limitless hate. Limitless hate. Why we hate? And selfishness is the cause of our hate. We learn to hate due to our rigidity, due to our intolerance, due to our insensitivity. So, I know. Here who is I think? Who says I think? The poet. The poet. The poet. The poet thinks that he knows it very well that there is a sufficient of, or there is enough of hate that would lead the earth to consume twice. If the world is going to die twice, if the world is going to perish twice, 2 times, it will die, it will be consumed due to our hate. Our hate, our insensitivity. Now come next. Next line. Then he said, to say that for destruction eyes is also great. Here you see, if it is said that eyes, coldness, intolerance, insensitivity, if we are insensitive, if we are full of antipathy, if we are full of inhumane behavior, if we lack humanity, if we lack sympathy, if we lack with love, these are the natural qualities that a man is born with. And if all these qualities, that is natural quality of a man, is lacking, it is for sure, my dear friend, that the world is, what we say, to say, it is enough to say that for destruction, eyes also is increased. Eyes is what? Eyes represents what? What? Insensitive. We are not at all sensitive. Feelingless. Eyes stand for feelingless. 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 If the world is going to be consumed, it is going to be consumed twice due to eyes. Feelinglessness that has also a great role to play, that will let the door open to consume the world twice. So here meaning is very clear, my dear friend. Meaning is very clear. Here you see what he says, that is also great and would sufficient. Sufficient means sufficient. Here it is feelingless. Eyes is sufficient. It is also great and it is also and would sufficient. Last line, and is also great. Destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. SUFFICE. Suffice means sufficient. Suffice means what? Sufficient. Suffice means sufficient. Eyes, feelinglessness. If we are feelingless, it would be sufficient. It is sufficient to let the door open to world, and twice due to our cold behavior. Cold behavior. Cold behavior. Cold behavior. Feelinglessness. Feelinglessness. We all are cold-blooded. We are feelingless. We are, in fact, insensitive. Sorry to say, but so far as humanity is concerned, the God, Almighty God, has given us birth. He has a very noble idea. When man was created, God has a glass full of blessings. And in that glass, everything was there. Beauty, honor, wisdom, etc., etc. But what the funny thing is that? The funny thing is that God has created man, keeping the view in his mind for the betterment of man. Man is created for the betterment of man. But opposite had happened. Are we doing any better thing for the man? Of course. Someone somewhere is doing. But the world that we came into, we turned this world into a place of selfishness, a place of hate, a place of anger, a place of lust, a place of worldly possession. And all these sins that we are committing a series of sins after sin. We are committing sin after sin. And what is that? All this sin, a day, the pitcher, the pot of our sin will be full. And when that sin, the pot of humanity will be completely filled, then the world will come to us. So here, dear friend, here you see, to say that for destruction Destruction is, the word destruction is very simple. You can understand the very meaning of a destruction. Destruction, that is to destroy. If the world is to come to, his world is to be destroyed, who is cause of destruction? Of course, these destructions is human made. Human disaster. All these destructions that we are facing in the present world is due to our own motives, our own selfishness, our desires. So, to say that the destruction, ice also has a great role. Ice has a great and would sufficient, would suffice, would be sufficient. Sufficient to what? Sufficient to what? Sufficient to consume the world twice. So dear friend, here the poet has given you the idea. In the second stanza, the poet has made you aware that if the world is going to come to end, it is going to come to end due to our enough of hate, due to our rigidity, due to our insensitivity. Now come to the next point. Here you see what are the things I would like to sum. That what he said, but if the world is to come to an end, twice it would die, it would perish due to hate. That is ice. That is ice. Ice is what? Symbol of what? Coldness, feelinglessness, and that would be sufficient. It would perish due to hate, that is ice, and it would be sufficient, which will be or would be sufficient to put the world to put an end of the world. So here you could see, my dear friend, that if the world is going to die, it will die due to some hate. Now come to the question answer. Some question I want to discuss. For what? Fire? For what fire and ice stand for? For what fire and ice stand for? So first of all, please see the question. For what fire and ice stand for? So here you see fire. First of all, fire. What it stands for? Fire stands for greed. Note down. It stands for greed. It stands for cruelty. Cruelty. It stands for greed. It stands for cruelty. It stands for lust. It stands for lust. It stands for lust. It stands for fury. Fury. It stands for desire. Fury. Greed, cruelty, lust, fury, anger. You may add your own point also. Anger, desire. You may go on adding your points. Whatever you may think is responsible to consume the world. Here my question is that for what fire and ice stand for? So far as chapter is concerned, fire stands for greed. It stands for cruelty. In place of cruelty you may write insympathy, insensitivity, intolerance. We are cruel. We are full of cruelty. So whichever the personality trait tells about the cruel behavior, then you may say that it is cruelty. Then there is a lust. There is a lust. Then there is a fury. Then there is a anger, and so on. Now come to the ice. Fire happened. Now come to the ice. Ice. Ice stand for what? It stands for hatred. It stands for hatred. Hatred. It stands for what? Rigidity. Rigid se bana rigidity. 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 Then it stands for coldness. Or feelingless. Indifferent. Here you see. Here you can see, my dear friend, that ice stands for hatred. Rigidity. Rigid se bana. RIGID. Rigidity. Coldness. Cold means what? Feelingless. If you are cold, it means you are dead. Cold means what? Dead. Dead feeling. If you have a dead feeling, if you are a living creature, you will have some sympathy. But excess of materialism. The world is so full of materialism. materialistic values have choked our mind, has choked our heart. It has in fact choked our emotions. Materialistic things has choked our emotions. We are emotionless. Hence, we are so much influenced. Influenced by what? Hate, rigidity, coldness, feelinglessness, indifference. Of course, it's a very simple. It's a very simple fact that if our emotion will be choked, we are human, and if we have no emotions, no feeling, then we are worse than wood, worse than a stone. Are we a stone-hearted? No. We are not a stone-hearted. We have made ourselves stone-hearted. God has not made us stone-hearted. He has given us a very beautiful heart to love, to spread love, to spread sympathy, to spread mercy, benevolence, charity, etc., etc. But due to selfishness, we are creating chain after chain. Chain after chain. The series of mistakes, the series of sins, the series of crime that we are committing, all these things have choked our emotions. And our tears, the tears that we have, the sympathy, the kindness that we have, once we had, now is washed away. It is completely washed away. So here, the poem is very simple, and it teaches us about that as a human being, we should be full of sympathy. Otherwise, someday the world is going to perish. It is going to be perished. It is a warning. Through this poem, the poet has given a message, a very simple message, that dear citizens, dear universal citizens, pay attention. It is high time to think that if the world is going to consume, it is going to be consumed in fire.